Hello, guys. Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing great. Are you at work?
No, I'm finished to.
I finished.
I'm finished to what? To make my dinner.
Oh, so I finished making my dinner,
Ah, okay. I finished making my dinner.
right?
Mhm.
And how was your day at work?
Well, it was fine. It was fine. A lot of work. Mhm.
Pretty
And
busy.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired as well. Look, I have big dark circles, but it is what it is. Miss
Okay.
Irene, how are you this evening?
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I am fine.
Miss Carolina,
In
welcome.
my house.
You're at home.
Teacher, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
How
You're
are
the one.
you?
I'm okay. I'm doing good. Hey, tomorrow we have our last class. Did you know that?
The last class, I feel
Oh, I
it very
didn't know.
Yes, it is tomorrow. Let me tell these guys. Maybe they will join if they know that. Pre-intermediate, right?
But you continue with the other level? Oh no.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm wondering the same thing. I would love to actually, but I don't know. I haven't been told.
My mom say the teacher speak very well. My mom say
Oh, say thank you.
it's excellent. The course. She says all the time. Say me.
She tells me.
She tell me. She tell me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, say thanks to her. All right. That's amazing. Yes, I would love to continue with you guys. I don't know though, but hopefully, let's see what happens. All right. So anyway, Mr. Giovanni, would you read the objective, please?
Okay. Lesson objective in this session, the use of for and since will be explained throughout an audio.
Yes.
Note
this
the
is
expressions.
detailed. Note the expressions. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're going to watch this video. Okay, I loaded it here. All right, pay attention, guys. Let's put the microphones on mute. And let's see the difference between for and since. At the end of the video, I will ask you questions, all right? Can you hear?
Yes, teacher.
No, you cannot hear. There.
For.
In this session, the use of for and since will be explained. Note the expressions.
For and since. How long did you live in Thailand?
I lived there for 2 years. It was wonderful. How long have you lived in Miami?
I've lived here for 6 months. I love it here. I've lived here since last year. I'm really happy here.
Let's talk about for and since. For plus period of time. For 6 years, for a week, for a month, for hours, for 2 hours. I have worked here for 5 years. Present perfect with for. She has lived here for 20 years. We have taught at this school for a long time. Alice has been married for 3 months. They have been at the hotel for a week. Since plus a specific moment. Since this morning, since last week, since yesterday, since I was a child, since Wednesday, since 2 o'clock. I have worked here since 1990. Present perfect with since. She has lived here since 1980. We have taught at this school since 1965. Alice has been married since March 2nd. They have been at the hotel since last Tuesday.
Session, the use of for and since will be explained. Note the expressions.
For and since. How long did you live in Thailand?
I lived there for 2 years. It was wonderful. How long have you lived in Miami?
I've lived here for 6 months. I love it here. I've lived here since last year. I'm really happy here.
Let's talk about for and since. For plus period of time. For 6 years, for a week, for a month, for hours, for 2 hours. I have worked here for 5 years. Present perfect with for. She has lived here for 20 years. We have taught at this school for a long time. Alice has been married for 3 months. They have been at the hotel for a week. Since plus a specific moment. Since this morning, since last week, since yesterday, since I was a child, since Wednesday, since 2 o'clock. I have worked here since 1990. Present perfect with since. She has lived here since 1980. We have taught at this school since 1965. Alice has been married since March 2nd. They have been at the hotel since last Tuesday.
All right. Now that we watched it, do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
So let me see. Miss Irene, what is the difference between since and for? Miss Irene.
Sorry, sorry, teacher. Since is for more specific time, and for is a period,
A period?
a period, in other things. But since is more specific.
That makes sense. Mr. Franklin, would you like to add something?
Since I think is more specific when I'm talk about the time.
When I talk or when I'm talking?
When I'm talking.
All right, let's do only one example because you will write some of this on the platform, okay? So I will ask you this question, guys. How long have you studied English for? And I asked Mr. Franklin this, I asked this question to him last night. How long have you studied English? All right, so if I want to use since, I can use both, all right? Mr. Giovanni, answer this question using since, please. Go ahead.
I have studied English since June.
I have studied English. No, but throughout your life, I don't think you started in June. Maybe with this course, but in general?
In general?
Yes.
Since 2005, I think. I don't know.
Oh, long time ago. Really? Where did you study?
I have been in Academia Europea and Centro Cultural Salvadoreño. Yes, but I was in the Academia Europea like
for like
2 months, something like that.
That was not long. Yeah,
it's a little time because it's too expensive.
That's what I was going to say. For a short period, you can say, or for a short time.
Okay.
No, it's outrageous. I mean, it's too expensive for what you get. Like you can get the best or the same quality for a lower price. That's what I think.
It's like inglés corporativo.
Extra point for you. No extra point.
Excellent.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway, Miss Irene, how long have you studied English for?
I have worked.
No, it's the same question. I'm just trying to demonstrate that we can use both and it will have basically the same meaning. So,
Okay.
how long have you studied English?
Has studied English for this month.
4 is like the complete period. So for 1 week, for 1 day, for 3 years, what do you think?
For 1 year?
For 1 year. That's right. So this is the main difference, right? That this is a specific point in the past. 2005 was 14 years ago, right? And this is the duration of it. So 1 year. If I would like to modify the same sentence, I would say I have studied English for 14 years. And it is the equivalent, if you notice, right?
Okay.
So I guess that it should be clear now with the example. I hope so, at least. So what I would like you to do now is go on the platform and here, write your name, please. Let's write a comment. The question is going to be a very similar one. So how long have you worked at your company? Or let's say, how long have you worked for your current company? Okay, this is the answer that I would like you to, or this is the question that I would like you to answer on the platform. Let's do it right now, please. Under the video, it is section. So I would like you to answer both. One using for and one using since. Section 5.11. Is everybody there? Oh, Miss Claudia. Hi, Miss Rina. Nice seeing you
Not
again.
yet, teacher.
Okay, let's access the platform, everyone, and go to section 5.11. Okay. Okay, ready? And this is the question that we're answering in case that you just entered. How long have you worked for your current company? So answer the same exact question using for and since. Similar to the example that I did with the education.
Teacher, I don't know what happened because the screen is freezing. I cannot write.
Oh, really?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Maybe it's because I'm sharing. I'll stop sharing and maybe you can do it. All right, what about now? Try now.
I don't know.
Let me know when you finish, please.
I finished it.
I finished.
I finished.
Who else finished? 2 minutes, guys, no more.
Hello, this session, the use of
One minute. Everybody finished? Not for a yes. All right, I'll take that as a yes. Okay. So let's continue then. We're going to do the exercise. All right, so go to the next section, 5.12, and answer the questions, all right, or select the answer. I think we are going to do this exercise in pairs in case that you have questions, and I will be monitoring you and helping you, all right? So let's do it in pairs. You're working on section 5.12. Is that clear? Let's do the exercise in pairs. Go ahead, join the room, please. Miss Irene, accept the invitation, please.
I think it's for a month, right?
For a month.
For a month, last year. Okay. For a month. Okay, the second one. I have been a
Where that she said right in the platform, I not yet. Can I yet? Or the teacher?
What is the question?
Sorry, teacher. In the platform, and not yet the answer about you said
Finished.
1 moment ago.
Right, okay. Well, you can finish that after class, and if you have any questions, you can message me, you know. But I left the question there. The question is, how long have you worked for your company? So I want you to use for and since, that's it. But yes, you can check it. I left the question on the platform.
Okay.
Right now, what we're doing is exercise 5.12. I would like you to work together.
I finished, teacher. Claudia too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me check the other guys. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So in that case, Miss Irene, try to finish the previous question.
Okay.
Yes, you will see Jocelyn Navas there. So I left the question.
It's correct.
Yes, the 7 is Natalie was engaged to Danny for 6 months.
For 6 months, it's correct.
Okay.
Miss Gloria, can you explain to, right, if you haven't finished that part, finish it right now, because the other guys haven't finished yet. But Mr. David is going to join you. So can you explain to him what we're doing, please, once he joins?
Okay, number 8. Pat and Valeria has been best friends since high school.
Yeah, seems.
Listen and practice. Final t and d
Did you
sounds in
finish?
verbs are linked to the vowels
Yes,
that
teacher.
follow them.
All right, let's check the answers all together then. We're going back.
Okay.
Welcome back. Here we are. All right, let's check the answers all together. Let me see if everybody's back. Yes, everyone's back. Awesome. So what's the answer for number 1, Mr. David? Can you see my screen?
Hello.
Hi. All right, Mr. David, give me the answer for number 1, please.
I'm sorry, acabo de entrar y no sé nada.
But try it. Oh, great. Think about it. Think about it. Miss Carolina, go ahead.
Yes, and number 1, Pan was in Central America for a month last year.
Very good. For a month. Awesome. Miss Garcia, what do you think? I cannot hear you. Unmute the microphones, please, guys. All right, Miss Garcia, what's the answer?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I think number 1 for a month.
For
a month
almost.
last year. Pan was in Central America for a month last year.
Oh, no, number 2.
And number 2, I've been a college student. For almost 4 years.
Very good. Quickly, Franklin.
Hiroshi has been at work since 6 a.m.
Perfect. Miss Claudia.
I haven't gone to a party for a long time.
Yes, Mr. Giovanni.
Okay. Josh lived in Venezuela for 2 years as a kid.
Good. Miss Irene.
My parents have been on vacation since Monday.
Vacation. Vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation. It's like vay. All right. Since.
Since.
Awesome. Mr. David, ready?
Ready.
Number 7.
Sí. Natalie was engaged to Danny for 6 months.
Awesome. Giovanni.
Okay. Pat and Valeria have been best friends since high school.
Very good. Miss Rina.
We have been in class since 5:30 p.m.
Since 5:30. Good. Miss Elisa. Number 10.
The babies have cried for 30 minutes.
Awesome. Let's check the answers. See how you did. All right. Hey, you did great. Awesome. Big celebration. Anyway, all right. This is similar to what I told you that I was going to teach you. So since we are about to finish, and it's literally in a few minutes, we're going to finish this, and tomorrow we're just going to review, answer some questions, and finish your exam, right? So I promised you I was going to teach you something. Do you remember? It might be a little bit difficult. So anyway, pay attention, guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Teacher.
So
Yes,
there
I
are 3. All right. The pronunciation of this, ed. So you will never say ev to begin with. Okay. So there are 3 different ways of pronouncing the past. All right. One of them is as a p sound. All right. The other one is as a d sound. And does anybody know what the other sound is? No, it's id, all right? Yes, so how do you know? That was Miss Carolina's question at the very beginning, I think. Yes, that was your question. Like, how do you know how to pronounce the past of the verbs, the regular verbs?
The regular verbs.
Right, that was your question, and I'm trying to answer that tonight since we have some time left.
A question in an example.
No, it's okay. But pay attention because we have three different ways of pronouncing it. So, for example, how do you pronounce the past of this verb, guys? Is it looked, looked, or looked?
Looked. Okay.
Look. What is the right way, Mr. Rene?
Looked.
Aha. So, look, guys, this ed in reality is pronounced as a T, right? So the pronunciation is looked. Right. So we're trying to figure out what the pronunciation of this ed is because it will never be ev, okay? Never. It's ta, da, or ed. Okay. So how does Mr. Rene know that look, the past of look is looked and not looked? All right.
Looked.
Yes, I will tell you why. Give me 1 second here. So I'm going to draw something for you to understand this, right? Let's see how I do with drawing this thing. Black. Anyway, guys, so look. All right, this is going to be T, okay, T, da, all right, and it. Anyway, that looks terrible. I did go to kindergarten, all right? I did go. Anyway, this is the sound. You know what that is. Anyway, it depends on the vibration. So that's the secret, all right? For example, what is the last sound in look? K, k, right? So, does it have vibration? Yes or no? Look at me right now. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So you feel the vibration here, right? Like, okay, repeat with me and say, for example, zzz, go ahead. Zzz. So do you feel the vibration?
Yes.
Yes. All right. What if you say, shh? Is there vibration? Yes or no?
No vibration.
No vibration.
No.
So that's the secret, all right? If it does have vibration at the end, all right, okay, vibration goes here. So this is the vibration, all right? Oh my gosh, this is worse than I expected it to be. This is the vibration, all right? Let me write it here, vibration. So if there is vibration, you're going to pronounce it as a D, okay? If there is no vibration, you're going to pronounce it as a T, as a T sound, all right? No vibration. And since this is the sound of the past is T or D, right? But if the verb already ends in a sound like this, you're going to pronounce it with an extra syllable to make it different. So that the thing is that you, for example, what is the past of visit, guys?
Repeat, please. I don't hear.
What's the past of visit?
Visited.
Consonant sound T or D, okay? So the verb ends with a T sound, right? Visit. Okay? That's why you have to add the extra syllable. You cannot say, what's the past of visit, guys? You cannot tell me, oh, it's visited. You cannot say visit, right? So to make it different, you add the extra syllable. Let's try some verbs, okay? Let me ask you, what about the verb love? Where do you think I should place it? Is it loved, loved, or loved? Which one is it?
Love. One second.
Okay. T, the, or id? Which one is it?
With T.
Pay attention to something, all right? Look at this. What is the last sound? You cannot analyze the complete word. You can only pay attention to the last sound. So the last sound is v, the sound of the letter V. So love. Does that have vibration? Yes or no?
Love.
Yes.
No, don't say love. Say v.
Yes, it has a vibration.
So it does have vibration. So the pronunciation of this is going to be loved.
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 Right. Very good. So what about the verb stay? What is the last sound you hear in stay? E, stay, E. So does it have vibration, yes or no?
No.
No.
Are you sure? I don't hear anybody doing the sound. You should be E, feel it, touch your neck. E, do you feel vibration?
Yes, it has a
Yes.
vibration.
Yes, it does. So the sound, the pronunciation is stayed.
Stayed.
Right.
Stayed.
So this is the pronunciation, but the spelling, you know, it is loved, right? And this is stayed, okay?
Great.
You're becoming experts now. So let's see, another verb. Let me think of, what about stop? What's the last sound you hear? Stop.
Stop.
It's a P, right? How does the P sound?
Yes.
No vibration.
Repeat. Is there vibration?
No.
No vibration. So what's the pronunciation?
Stopped.
Stopped. All right.
Stopped.
So stop. Yes, it's a T. What about the verb decide? What is the last sound you hear?
Decide.
Decide.
Decide. It's a D, right? So it says, for a verb ending in a consonant sound, not the spelling, because in reality this ends in an E, but it's mute. You don't pronounce it. So you say decide.
Decided.
So you need to add the extra syllable, and the pronunciation is going to be decided.
Decided.
Right. The pronunciation, but the spelling is decided.
Decided.
Okay. Is that kind of clear now?
Yes, thank you.
And if not, you can watch the class again, because I'm gonna upload it to YouTube anyway. Anyway, let's continue. And now it's something a little bit more complicated, because this time you have to use the correct pronunciation, and on top of that you have to link it. So let's watch the video regarding linking these sounds. So everybody mute the microphones, and we're gonna watch that. Any questions?
No.
Any question?
Awesome. Pay close attention to this. Mute the microphones, please.
Hi, in this lesson we will work on pronunciation in order to sound natural by linking final t and d sounds in verbs with vowels that follow.
Listen and practice. Final t and d sounds in verbs are linked to the vowels that follow them.
Have you cooked lunch yet?
Yes, I've already cooked it.
Have you ever tried Cuban food?
Yes, I tried it once in Miami.
Now, I want you to practice answering the following questions. Use it in your responses. Pay attention to the linked sound. Make sure you record the response. Follow the example. Have you ever cut your hair? Yes, I've cut it. No, I haven't cut it.
Hi, in this lesson we will work on pronunciation in order to sound natural by linking final t and d sounds in verbs with vowels that follow.
Listen and practice. Final t and d sounds in verbs are linked to the vowels that follow them.
Have you cooked lunch yet?
Yes, I've already cooked it.
Have you ever tried Cuban food?
Yes, I tried it once in Miami.
Now, I want you to practice.
Oh, great. So did you notice how they link the sounds? I have a perfect exercise for you here. Let's take a look. Let me see. Size 20. It's not here. 20. Anyway, guys, tell me the pronunciation of this verb. Help me out, please. What is the pronunciation of this? Is it booked, booked, or booked?
Book.
Book.
But this is in the past, so we need to analyze it, all right? What is the last sound you're hearing? Book, all right? Does it have vibration, yes or no?
No vibration.
No vibration. So how are you supposed to pronounce it?
Book.
As a, right, as a T, right? So the sound is going to be booked. This is the pronunciation. And then you need to connect it with the following vowel. So that means that you're going to say bukta. Right. A common mistake that people make is that when they're reading in the past, they say buka, but that's present, all right? This is past. So you need to emphasize this T and say bukta. So repeat after me. You should say they booked a room.
They booked
the room.
They booked a room.
No, bukta, like this. This is the pronunciation.
They booked a room.
Booked a room. Right, make it sound natural though. You're like bukta. Lumpa lumpa, bukta. No, right. So make it sound natural and say they booked a room.
They booked a room.
Yes,
They
there you
booked
go.
a room.
That sounds better. All right, next one. What do you think? What's the pronunciation of this verb, first of all?
Visited.
Yes, there you go. So pronunciation is going to be, I visited a museum. All right, so this is the pronunciation. So I visited a museum. I visited a museum. Repeat.
I visited a museum.
I visited a museum.
I visited a
Visited a
I visited a museum.
I visited a museum.
I visited a
museum.
Perfect. Yes, the thing is that since it is American English, you're not going to say, right, I visited a, or something like that. I visited a. What about the pronunciation of this? Is it t, the, or id?
with T.
As a T, right? So we looked around. All right.
Around.
Yes. So we looked around. We looked around the room. Say it.
We looked around the room.
Yes, that sounds more natural. Franklin, say it. Franklin, read this one.
We looked around the room.
You didn't pronounce it in the
We
past.
looked around.
Right, but you have to connect it. You have to
We
connect.
looked around the room.
Perfect.
We looked around the room.
Awesome. One more. The rest of them, you're going to do them on your own, all right? So I'll help you with the last one. What's the pronunciation of this, guys? What's the last sound you hear? Show. Ooh, vibration or no vibration?
Yes, vibration. No vibration.
It does have a, no, check. Ooh.
Vibration.
Yes.
Por cierto que todas las vocales vibran, okay? Así que, it does have vibration. So what is the pronunciation then?
The show.
Like this, right? Showed up early.
Early.
Showed up early. So he showed up early. Repeat.
We showed up early.
He
Right.
showed up early.
Repeat after me. We're gonna say they booked a room.
They booked a room.
They booked a room.
I visited a museum.
I visited a museum.
Museum.
I visited a museum.
I visited a museum.
We looked around the room.
We looked around the room.
The room.
He showed up early.
He
Showed up early.
Actually, this is also connected, all right? When you speak in English, you have to connect absolutely all the sounds. So he showed up early.
He showed up early.
Very good.
I showed up early.
All right. I'll tell you the pronunciation, but I will not break it up for you. So they stopped at around 8. They stopped at around 8.
They stopped at around 8.
No, it's not a stop it, right? It's
They stopped at around 8.
Stop that around. At around 8, actually. Like this.
Around 8.
Listen. Yes.
Stop at around 8.
It looks
At around 8. Yes, it is like a tongue twister. A pretty long one. So pay attention. I will say it in slow motion, okay?
Okay.
Silence. So around 8.
Around 8.
Around 8. Around 8.
Around 8.
Date and around. Around date.
Around 8.
Around 8.
Around date. Yes.
Around.
Around 8.
So altogether, they stopped at around 8.
Around 8.
All right. So practice the pronunciation of these. We're going to do that in groups, all right? So that you can, so you can figure it out. I'll take a picture of this, send it to the group because this is an additional practice. Okay. So I'll send it to the group. I'll make the groups right now and practice these, okay? Any questions?
No, teacher.
I promised you, so I had to do it. Any questions? Go ahead. Yes, the vowels always vibrate. So if you hear E, O, they always vibrate. So accept the invitation, guys. Let's practice in groups, and I'll send you this in a second to the WhatsApp, all right? Okay, there it is.
I work on the weekend.
That would sound like I
work
work
is-
done. Work done.
I worked on the
Done?
weekend.
Yes, I worked on the weekend.
Work. I work on the weekend. I
Yes.
work on the weekend.
Right, you have to pronounce the T. So work on, present. Work done, past.
Okay. I worked on in the weekend.
I worked on the weekend.
I worked on the weekend.
Good.
They booked a a room. Vodka, a room.
Da.
Octa.
Vodka,
The room.
They booked a room. They booked a room.
No.
Repeat, Elisa.
They booked a room.
Yes.
Yes. Number two, I visited early.
Okay, number
Showed
4.
up. Or
Showed up. Right. Okay, the number 4.
They stopped around.
They stop at around 8.
Uh-huh.
They stop at around 8.
they stopped at around 8.
Okay.
At
Number
around
5.
I worked on the weekend.
I worked on the weekend.
Work.
I worked.
T? With T?
With D.
With D. With T.
I worked on the weekend. Worked on the weekend.
No, it's a T, so we're done.
T. Worked.
Worked.
Worked on. I worked on the weekend.
Perfect. I worked on, but now say it naturally. Say I worked on the weekend.
Yes.
I worked on the weekend.
Perfect.
I worked.
He showed up early.
He showed up early.
He showed up early. Number 5.
Huh?
Number 5, Elisa.
5. A ver. They stopped around. Ay, pero no lo tengo. Bueno.
They stopped around date.
So listen, I'll say it one more time. So they stopped at around date.
They stopped at around date.
Yes, that around date.
That around date.
Yes, they stopped at around date.
Finish, teacher.
Good. What about the last one? We developed a new system. I would write, I don't know, this is incomplete.
Number 1, they booked the room.
Very good. All right. We're going back. Volunteers. Who are my brave students? Let me see. Miss Glenda, read the first one, please. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Here. Are you raising your hand, Miss Claudia? You want to be a volunteer? No? Anyway. Miss Glenda, unmute the microphones, guys. Everybody's muted, so unmute them. I want to hear you. I don't hear anybody. Miss Glenda, number 1.
Number 1. I visited they booked a room. They booked a room. I don't know.
They booked a room.
They booked a room.
Yes. Miss Claudia.
I visit a museum.
That's present. I need the past.
I visit a museum.
I visited a.
I visited a museum.
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 I visited a museum.
I visited a museum.
Mr. Giovanni.
We looked at around the room.
Try again.
We looked at around the room.
No, but you're saying looked at around. It's looked around.
We looked around the room. Yes. So.
Right. It has a different meaning. What you said is right. It is correct, but It's not what it says here, though. Franklin.
He showed up early.
Perfect. Renee, are you here? No, he's not. Miss Rena?
They stopped around 8.
They stopped at around 8. Try to say it, yes. That sounded good. It's a little bit more natural, right? Miss Elisa?
I worked on the weekend.
Good. Mr. David?
I asked a question.
This sounds like a T. So I asked the question.
I asked a question.
You asked a question.
I asked the question. The question. Good. Miss Carolina?
Ask a question.
She boiled an egg.
What's the past of boil? Check. That's the last sound. It does have vibration. Letter L.
Vibration.
Yes.
Vibration. She boiled an egg. She
Boiled an.
She boiled an egg.
Right. She boiled an.
She boiled an egg.
Yes. Good. And Miss Irene.
The more difficult. We developed a new system.
It's not developed. The last sound is pa, pa. No vibration.
We developed a new system.
Yes, developed a new system. Developed. Yes, we developed a new system. Right, we developed a new system. You have to say it naturally though. All right, so I'm glad that you were able to learn this. I wanted to keep my promise. And I need to tell you some important details because we finish tomorrow and I might not see you again. I don't know. I hope I do. But let's see what it says. Spanish parentheses, all right?
Hey. Please.
Les cuento, esto no es importante, pero les cuento que hoy por primera vez sonó una de mis canciones en Guatemala. Bueno, mi primera canción se la voy a mandar mañana. Yo tengo una canción en Spotify y todas las plataformas, solo una. El otro año sigo con mi carrera musical disque, ¿verdad? Así que sí, estaba feliz.
Congratulations.
Gracias.
¿Y en Deezer?
También está en Deezer.
Ok, veamos.
Veamos. Mañana se las envío, pero bueno.
¿Cuál es?
Bueno, de todos modos se llama Junto a ti y se escribe Avi Navas, ya le aparece ahí. En cualquier lugar está, en YouTube está, o sea, está en todas partes. Pero sí, por primera vez una radio la sacó. Así que súper bien. Bueno, gracias.
Congratulations, teacher.
Gracias.
Congratulations.
Mañana se las comparto de todos modos, ya cuando hayamos terminado.
Okay. Thank you very much, teacher.
Ah, sí. Ay, ojalá lo vuelva a ver, pero si no, igual fue un placer. Pero no me estoy despidiendo, esperen. Tenía que... Eso es mañana, Bueno, la fecha límite para la recepción todavía no. Ya la escuché. Esa es mi canción. Bueno, la fecha límite para entregar los documentos es el 24. O sea, como en una semana, ¿verdad? Ya casi.
Sí.
Formulario.
Y para terminar la plataforma el 22, ¿verdad, teacher?
Sí, eso estoy viendo que no encuentro el mensaje. Aquí está. Tienen hasta el domingo para terminar todos los ejercicios de la plataforma. Si ustedes ven videos y no recuerdan cuál era la actividad de la plataforma, entonces escriban algo relacionado al tema, siquiera debajo de cada comentario. Ajá, tienen hasta el domingo, ya una vez lo hayan completado, pueden descargar su certificado. Lo pueden hacer mañana o el sábado o el domingo, ¿verdad? Tienen hasta esa fecha.
Teacher, no da.
Ajá. Y creo que eso es todo. Creo que esos son todos los detalles. No falten mañana. ¿Y alguna pregunta?
Como es la primera vez que estoy en este curso, pero sé que la siguiente semana se detiene y continuamos hasta nuevo aviso.
Ya está establecida la fecha, ya la tengo.
Entiendo que el 23 lo de la documentación, pero ¿cuándo empezaríamos, digamos, el siguiente módulo?
Sí, ya tengo la fecha. Your students know that they must finish the platform by Sunday, July 21st. Ok, ya casi llego ahí. Tienen que haber completado un 80%, no, con un 80% de resultados correctos para a más tardar el lunes, el domingo, perdón. Y empiezan clases el 29 de julio.
Ah, ok.
Así que les voy a hacer 3 preguntas, a ver, para clarificar. Entonces, ¿hasta cuándo tienen para completar la plataforma?
Domingo.
¿Con qué puntaje aprueban?
80%.
Ok, ¿hasta cuándo tienen para entregar la documentación?
24.
24.
Yo 23 me cayó el mensaje, pero no sé.
Bueno, digamos que el 23. Ay, ya perdí el mensaje. ¿Y cuándo empiezan clases nuevamente?
29.
El 29 de julio. Ok, ahí está. ¿Preguntas?
Teacher, have we vacation in August?
Do we have vacations in August?
Yes.
I don't know. No, most likely the holidays we will have a vacation. So the holidays, o sea, los feriados, legalmente feriados, esos días no se trabajan. O sea, los días que usted...
I will be in the United States for 10 years. 10 days. 10 days. 10 days.
Right, but you can connect from the United States.
Well, for me in vacation.
Yes, she is in vacation.
To the 2 August, still 11 August.
Right, so 10 days, I don't know, those are 2 weeks of classes. So what about if you check with Mr. Science or with Miss Gabby? Right, can you ask them instead and see what you can do about that, please? Because
Okay.
I don't have that information. So anything else, guys?
Thank you, teacher.
My pleasure. It was nice seeing you again. I hope you have a beautiful night and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Good
teacher.
night.
Good night.
Teacher.
All right. Yes, listen to a song. Bye-bye.
Good evening. Good night, sorry.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.